On the 28th of July 1937, Harold Davidson, the defrocked Church of England priest, once known as the Rector of Stiffkey, was fatally mauled by a lion during a live sideshow performance titled Daniel in the Lion's Den at the Skegness Amusement Park. During his speech, he accidentally stepped on a lioness, prompting a male lion named Freddy to attack him. He was rescued by a 16-year-old boy by the name of Rene Sommer, who entered the cage with a whip and an iron bar. Davidson would die 2 days later from his injuries. It would be a bizarre and tragic end for a man once infamous for both his ministry and his scandals. This guy was defrocked. I don't know exactly what that means or entails, but I assume it's that he lost his position of office within the church. Like the frock obviously is the priestly garment that they wear, and his frock was probably taken away from him. Poor guy. Anyway, there were bombings in Northern Ireland. A series of bombings by Irish Republicans targeted custom houses across the Ulster-Irish Free State border during the visit of King George VI and the little girl who would later be Queen Elizabeth. Though no injuries were reported, every customs post along the 60-mile frontier was damaged, every single one. The attacks reflected deep-seated tensions over British rule in Northern Ireland. Finally, an aircraft of the Royal Dutch Airlines, the KLM, the aircraft was called the Flamingo, and it crashed near Halle in Belgium, en route from Amsterdam to Paris. All 15 people on board, 5 crew and 10 passengers, were killed. It was one of the deadliest European commercial aviation accidents at the time. A tragic moment in early civil aviation history. The average temperature in Berlin was 15.3 degrees, and I learned a number of important things since last episode. So first of all, I can press H apparently to cancel that, and I can send them over here instead. So let's start with that. But then what we can also do is we can send, if we check the war, China is at war with Japan, but also with Manchukuo and Menkukuo. So we can send volunteers to both of these guys as well. So I'm going to go ahead and return to the German theater over here. I'm going to take a bunch of guys away from the Polish front, I think. Yeah, from the Polish front. So let's start with these 4. Put them in a new army. Oh, that's 5. Okay. Let's put one over here. And then we'll take these 4. Put them over in here. Oh, yes. And one of them we will put back in the Polish army. Poland 1. So these 4 are going to be... so this army is called what? Japanese Volunteer Force. So this army is going to be Japanese Volunteer Force 2. And this army is going to be Japanese Volunteer Force 3. I made them 4 regiments each because I noticed already in between when I was checking this that I could only send 4 now. Oh no, now it's 5 again. Oh, now it's 5 again. Okay. Let me fix that. The 69th is also going. Let's go. Alright, let's send volunteers to Manchukuo. Hell yeah. And let's send some to Mengukuo. So for this one it's 4. Okay. So let's go back to number 3 over here. Put the 4th. No, let's put the 27th back in Poland 1. We have very few troops in Germany now, if we do this. But that's okay for now. After the war starts, we'll have a 2-week period with very few troops, I suppose. Send. Okay, so now we have volunteer forces on our way to both of these, if everything goes right. Oh, wait, and I forgot to check the box for air volunteers, but we can do that later, I think. And if we can't, then I fucked up. But I think we have enough airplanes over there anyway. But if we can still tick that box, then we can send all our airplanes over there, basically. All of them. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, we still have a battle going on in Spain as well. So let's check that out real quick. Someone also pointed out I should probably send one more troop over here, just because we were supposed to be grinding, or I could send them in against these guys, for example. Actually, let's do that. Although, if I do lose a lot of organization, the tank could move in and get me. And that is a risk. I'm gonna try it for a couple hours at least. But we do have the big debuff here, so not really seeing much use in it, especially since it's Mountaineers. Now, I'm gonna cancel that attack. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep him there to wait for the Soviet tank to attack again, basically. Yep. Over here is going very slowly, I'm sure. Let's check out the supply, the organization on this guy. Still at 7.4. So in the 3 or 4 days that we have been in this battle, we did about like 1.2 organization damage. Anyway, all our volunteers are now on their way. So we have 9 more divisions coming over here. So we're going to have a total of 14 divisions fighting China. So we may be able, especially since there's no big debuff here, to make some serious headway here. It's mostly infantry, but also some mountaineers. I'm being hopeful here. Honestly, I think we can really do some damage in China. That would be really cool. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.